Incumbent U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein basically a lock to come out on top in Tuesday's primary. It's a race for second place. A new UC Berkeley IGS poll shows Feinstein has a huge lead in the 32-candidate contest. She's favored by 36% of voters. 11% prefer State Senator Kevin De Leon. The top two Republicans on the ballot, James Bradley, a healthcare executive, and Paul Taylor, a small business owner, are favored by 7% and 4% respectively of those votes. KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan has more.
I try to work with both sides to get something done for California.
I know this is, a tough battle when you go against a billionaire incumbent from Washington.
Overshadowed by Trump administration events in Washington and a 6-candidate free-for-all for governor, 32 candidates are listed on the primary ballot for California senator. After June 5th, that number will be whittled down to 2. The experts say 25-year incumbent Senator Dianne Feinstein and President pro tem of the state Senate, Kevin De Leon, both Democrats, are the favorites. And in some ways, their battle mirrors the debate going on inside the Democratic Party about who and what the party should now be after the shocking 2016 presidential election, a colossal disaster for the Democrats.
I think people really care what's happening in the presidency, and it's a time that I've never seen before. We've always had a certain amount of stability in the White House. I don't feel it's there now.
You need policymakers in Washington who move the policies in a very forceful, passionate way, not sitting on the sidelines, but being on the front lines. And I think that we no longer have the luxury of seniority in Washington, D.C., because seniority means nothing unless you use it.
You know, you can talk, and not do, and not get it done. And I don't want to be one of those people.
And of course, how to deal with President Trump is one of the hottest issues in this campaign. In this case, De Leon attacks Feinstein's approach.
I don't believe that we should have an apologist, someone who believes that we should be patient and perhaps wait to see if he can be a good president. I think that the contrast is huge and wide between her and I and how we perceive Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a clear and present danger.
If you want to get something done for your state, you also need a presidential signature on it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not critical. That doesn't mean that I like what's happening. That doesn't mean that I don't have a voice to speak against it. But it does mean that I have to work with people. I want to get the job done.
Both Feinstein and De Leon recite long lists of their legislative victories.
I negotiated the minimum wage, $15 an hour. Equal pay for women doing equal work, the most far-reaching restrictive gun policies in America.
My seniority pays dividends for the state. I've been able to get bills through, the assault weapons legislation. We've gotten money for most of the important rail lines that are going into LA, and it goes on and on and on.
And both De Leon and Feinstein responded to criticism about their track records. I asked her about reports that she was changing her position on the death penalty, which she strongly supported her entire career, so she could appear to be more progressive than she really is, even though she always declared the death penalty was a powerful deterrent to violent crime.
I did believe it was a deterrent, particularly in my early days as mayor, and I've changed, and I'm entitled to change my point of view. But it's long before this campaign. This campaign had nothing to do with it.
And when I asked De Leon if his new rules cracking down on sexual harassment in the state Senate were a day late and a dollar short after years of whispers and acceptance of such behavior, this was his response.
We moved very quickly, and it took us about maybe 2 weeks to contract with an outside law firm to conduct an independent investigation. So it was quite rapid speed.
With just a few days to go before the California primary, a new poll by UC Berkeley may be raising concerns in the campaign of Kevin De Leon. It shows that he has a lead of only a few points over 2 Republicans in the race for the second spot in the November runoff. Dave Bryan, KCAL 9 News.